guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video we're going to be talking about why we're leaving Miami. We're actually recording a podcast episode, so I've got the mic here, but I thought it could be nice to film on my camera as well for my YouTube. So that's what's happening today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is my husband Jeremy, by the way, and I'm Rosie. Okay, let's jump into it. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Just Interesting People podcast. My name is Rosie and I'm here with my husband and co-host Jeremy. Thank you so much for joining us today. So we're going to be dropping some big news in this episode. So hold on to your hats, get ready for it. Jeremy, do you want to reveal the big news?
Well, first, Happy New Year's, guy. This is the first episode of 2021. So yeah, wishing the best for everyone. 2020 has been an eventful year, so let's see what 2021 has in the back for us. Yeah, big news today. Rosie announced it already. She kind of put it out there on the last episode, but the news is that we are leaving Miami. We are going to be leaving early May, so in 4 months from now. We will be leaving Miami. We're a bit sad about it, but it's a decision that we took a few months ago. It was a long process because it wasn't an easy decision, and we're gonna explain why and why this is happening. But yeah, this is the news. After 3 years in Miami, 3 years and a half, we will be leaving. It's gonna be sad.
I'm gonna be so sad, honestly. Like, I feel like Miami has just been incredible for both of us in so many different ways. So it's gonna be so sad to leave, but we've got a lot of exciting plans that we're gonna talk about. So the reason that we want to leave is Jeremy's fault. It's all Jeremy's fault, honestly. But I don't blame him, because so basically you've been at this job now for 6 years.
Yeah.
And you've obviously really enjoyed it, and it's brought us to Miami, so it has been incredible. It's been such an amazing experience for us. But yeah, you kind of decided you've had enough. You want to quit and be unemployed.
The decision, we didn't decide to leave Miami. Leaving Miami is a consequence of me deciding to leave my job. Because the visa Rosie and I on is tied to my working contract, so to the company I'm working for right now. So if I get fired or if I decide to quit, we automatically lose the visa. So that means we can't stay and live here anymore. So leaving Miami is a consequence of me leaving my job. So yeah, I've been with eWorks for the company for 6 years now. I did, let's say, pretty much 3 years in France and 3 years in the US. And it's been an amazing ride, an amazing adventure, and I'll always be grateful for this amazing opportunity. I didn't expect to be living in Miami when the first day I started in Marseille, and it was like 5 guys in a tiny office trying to create something with like no clients yet and stuff like that. And here we are, like 6 years later. We've been living in Miami for 3 years now, and we have clients like all over the world, and we're like 25 employees. So yeah, lost count. But yeah, it's just time to move on. I've been thinking about it for quite a while, maybe 1 year, honestly. Like, it's been in the back of my head. But the desire of being in Miami was stronger in a sense for a while. Yeah,
it was like, I'll just put up with it for another year just so we can enjoy Miami for a bit longer.
Yeah, but eventually, I don't know, I think we actually talked about it like during the quarantine. I don't know, I just felt that my time at the company was over. I feel like I've done what I had to do. And I've learned a lot, I've done a lot, but sometimes you just feel it's time for a change. I need to do something else, I need to learn something else,
Is it
I
crazy?
need like a new challenge in a sense.
Is it crazy quitting a job that you enjoy when, like, especially now with the global pandemic, everyone's losing their jobs. Everyone's grateful to have a job, and you enjoy your job. Like,
I'm enjoying it. I'm being paid really well.
But like the normal thing is that people enjoy a job and then they stick with it for 30 years. Is it crazy for you to quit after 6 years in a job that you really enjoy, the people you really enjoy in Miami? That must be hard.
I'm sure if you ask like my family, my parents, they're gonna say I'm nuts. But that's what it's saying, probably.
Well, you are a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Just got bigger dreams, I guess.
Sometimes it's just a gut feeling that's telling you that's the time right now. And yeah, I don't know. I just think it's time. It's time to start something new, and I feel now is the right time. I've learned a lot of like skills and stuff like that during these 6 years. It opened my mind as well in terms of what's possible, like business-wise and stuff like that. And then since we've been in Miami, like we met so many people doing things they love, trying to have a bigger impact and everything, and we've been like taking it all in and absorbing all this stuff, and I think now it's time to release it in a sense. And I could wait more, but I don't know, just feel it's time. So I decided to quit. So on a few months ago, I can't remember the date, so I told my friends, my managers, about the decision. They were sad about it, but
they didn't quite believe you, did they, as well? For
at the beginning, no.
They're like, he's not going to leave, and you're like, yeah, I am.
They're still hoping I'm going to stay a bit longer, but no, it took a while to take the decision, but now it is what it is, and we'll see. I'm not changing my mind. So I told them, and then we told the team, we told our families and some of our friends, our close friends, and after, so we're gonna tell you a bit more about what's gonna happen, because like Rosie said, like, I mean, she made me sound weird, like you're leaving a job that you enjoy it, but we have a plan. I mean, it's not like I'm leaving and then
just be on the job.
Just let's see what happens. We have been working hard on a few things, and we've been thinking about it really hard, like for pretty much, I don't know, like 9 months now or something like that. So we have a plan. We'll see how it goes, but
I think the thing as well is we've been saving for a long time for it. We've kind of known, because I remember like 2 years ago we kind of thought that we wouldn't be able to stay in Miami and Jeremy's job might be compromised or whatever, so we kind of thought, okay, we'll go travelling, whatever. So we'd kind of thought about it then, and I think since then the idea kind of stuck, and we kind of thought, okay, well, let's just save just in case that ever happens, or just in case for the next step, whatever that might be. So we've been fortunate enough that Jeremy's amazing with money and finances and saving, even though it annoys me sometimes, he is really good. So we've saved enough money that we can go away for, who knows, it depends obviously how much money you spend each month depending on how long you can go away for, but we've kind of got some money in the bank that we can spend and not have to work for maybe a year, which is incredible that we can do that, and just have the freedom to work, to not work, to relax, to sunbathe, to volunteer as well. Like, having money paid for that amount of time means that you can volunteer and give back, which I'm really looking forward to doing like while we're away. But I guess the next step is going to be leaving in May. Yeah,
so next step is officially leaving my job on the 30th of April. So on the 1st of May, I'll be officially unemployed for the first time in my life. Because I basically got a job like a week after graduating college, so I've never really been unemployed, so that's going to be first. So we're going to leave Miami a few days after that. And we're gonna go back. So first step, the step one is gonna be going back to Europe, because it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously with COVID we haven't been able to go back yet this year. So
2020 last year.
Yeah, last year. So it's getting close to 2 years now, 1.5, 2 years that we haven't seen our families. So first step in May is gonna go back to France and England and enjoy family and friends. That's going to be step one.
Yeah, because like I feel like even since we've been here, so for 3.5 years it'll be, whenever we go home, it's kind of like, okay, 1 week in England where I see my big brother, his wife and 2 kids, my little brother, his wife, my parents and my grandma, all in one go, all for a week, and then probably Karen as well at some point, and trying to see other friends. It's like, it's kind of, you just see all these people in 1 week and you don't really get any quality time with any of them. And same with your family, like we go down to Perpignan and see like your whole family and all the friends, and like your family knows the whole village, so like the whole village comes round. And like same in Marseille and things. So
and then in between we stick like 4 days in Marseille
and
to see some of
like,
my workmates and friends.
It's like, okay, we'll go and see this friend for 2 hours, then we'll go and see this friend for 2 hours, then we'll have dinner at this place and drinks at this place, and it's kind of just crazy for like 3 weeks. Me and Jeremy don't spend any time together because we're too busy spending time with our families and friends. So it'll be really nice to actually go and like see my brother in Austria, who's got 2 kids, and like go to the lakes with him and go stay there for maybe 2-3 weeks or a month or however long it is, and like go and see my brother in London, my friends and your friends in France and someone in Paris, and like it'd be really nice to go and see all these people and spend quality time with them, not just like a day or 2 or an hour or 2. So that's going to be really, really lovely, actually spending time with our loved ones, because and obviously with COVID we haven't been back, so that's going to be next summer. From kind of May until September, because we've got a wedding in August.
Yeah, so my cousin
Hopefully.
was supposed to get married in 2020. That's been postponed, so she hopefully is going to get married end of August. So we're going to stick around for that. So that's going to be like 4 months in Europe. And then obviously with COVID right now it's hard to plan, but we didn't want to change our plan because of that, because you never know anyway what's going to happen, so we are sticking with it. Like
we could have just said, okay, we're going to stay in Miami for another year until COVID calms down and goes away, but then you never know if that's going to stay for 20 years, and then like you just never know. So we just kind of thought, right, well, we'll just do our plan, and we'll do our best.
So from September, as soon as we can, we'll pack our bags and go backpacking.
As 32-year-olds, 33-year-olds, 33, oh my god. Backpacking at 33, that's what you do when you're 18.
It doesn't matter.
I know, but...
Some people do it at 50 years old when they realize they wasted their life. So, it's fine.
It's going to be crazy.
So the plan, if everything goes well and if we can travel again and stuff like that, the plan is to go to Southeast Asia. We have been, like Rosie talked about it before in the previous episode, but we want to visit this side of the world. I personally think that is a part of the world that you better visit when you're within your 20s or 30s than when you're like 60 or 70. Countries, like India, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Nepal, Tibet, Sri Lanka, stuff like that. It's probably better to go there when we are like 30 than, and when we are older, go somewhere else than the other way. So our plan is to start there. Rosie has been attracted by India for years now, so that might be step 1. We'll see based on when we can leave.
I've just always wanted to go to India. I don't even know why, but I just feel a pull, a call, whatever it is, to go to India, and I have done since I was like 18. So looking forward to going there. My brother and his wife actually went about a year ago, and they recommended, they went to Sri Lanka as well, and they said that Sri Lanka is kind of like a nice version of India. So maybe we'll start in Sri Lanka to try and get used to the culture a little bit, and then go into India. We'll see. Yeah,
it's hard to plan right now because we don't know exactly when we're going to be able to leave, which countries are going to be open. Based on when we leave and based on the weather, it might be better to start with some countries. So we don't have like an exact itinerary yet, but we have a list of countries that we want to touch base. So like Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Tibet / China potentially, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos,
I would love to do Japan
Malaysia.
while we're there.
Yeah,
Japan is also, that'd be more expensive. So obviously, these are the places we've decided there for a lot of reasons. One, I've always wanted to go there, but also it's cheap. So I think you can kind of eat food for $1 a day, and like accommodation should be really cheap, and like if we volunteer as well, so it's a good place to go and experience life without having to spend a lot of money. If we can go to Japan, that would be a little bit different, a little bit more expensive, but I've always wanted to go there as well.
Yeah, you want to go everywhere.
I want to go everywhere.
That's not
well, we're in the area though, we may as well pop by.
Oh, in the area, yeah. But yeah, this is the part of the world where our savings will last longest, basically. And while we don't have a job and we don't have incomes, we need to optimize, our savings. So that's where strategically also it makes sense to go in countries like that rather than staying in the US, where our saving would be gone in a few months. So that's another reason we picked this side of the world. We have planned to make money. We are not planning to just waste everything that we have, but things take a bit longer than expected usually, and we're not expecting to make thousands and thousands of dollars like on month one. I mean, if we can, great, but we are planning it safe. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. The podcast is obviously going to be impacted by that, and Rosie's YouTube channel. Actually, like when we started the podcast, we created it because we wanted to document and to record the conversation we have with people when we travel.
Yeah.
So actually, we're gonna. The real vision that we had was about traveling and interviewing people while traveling. So we're gonna bring really this is what we wanted at the beginning when we created the podcast. So that's gonna be amazing, to talk to random people in some countries and just share their way of living, because right now, I mean, even if we've been talking to amazing people, it's people from the Western side of the world. We all have kind of the same culture and etc. When going over there is going to be so different. Are we going to be meeting people with really different, extremely different ways of living and everything? So that's going to be amazing to document and record all the people we're going to be meeting over there.
Yeah. And I also can't wait to do my YouTube videos as well. So travel vlogs, as in okay, today we're doing this, that and the other, and showing you around and showing you behind the scenes. But also I'd love to do kind of impactful videos as well. So say if we find a school that's a charity run and whatever, do a video talking to the person who organises the school and some of the children who go to the school, and how can people help and how can we donate and what can people do. I'm kind of looking forward to doing kind of impactful videos as well as vlogs, as well as maybe equipment reviews if I'm ever buying equipment when I'm traveling, I don't know, but the kind of the same things I'm doing now, but also with a bit more intention behind it and a bit more of a cause behind it. So that's gonna be really amazing to I can't wait. I've got some big dreams.
So yeah, it's gonna be 4 months in Europe, and then we'll go traveling. Before we talk about what we're planning to do, something also that, two things actually, is personally I want to take time off as well, to be honest, and I think this time off in Europe is going to be good, because since I've been, I literally graduated in beginning of September 2011, and I think 2 weeks later I got my job in Paris, and we moved there early October. Actually, we moved there on the 30th of September. It was my dad's birthday, I remember. And then I had a job the whole time. Maybe I had a week off in between to move places, but I've never really stopped. And obviously I had vacation, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I took time off when we had the abortion in France, but that was not, the best time ever. So it's actually going to be the first time I'm going to be able to pause without the worry about going back to work, or without any pressure or whatever, because I know we've been saving money. So like I said, we can pretty much last 1 year without working, so I don't have this pressure to make money or to do anything. So it'd be nice to take a little break, honestly, and and just enjoy, time with family and take time for myself, and I don't know, just switch off for a little bit and pause. That'll be interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna react to that because I've never done it before.
I don't think you will. I think you'll still
probably not.
You'll work on the podcast and
Probably,
helping me. And...
but it'll be different because I spend like evenings and weekend working on now, and like the schedule is gonna be different. Even if I do like all the side stuff that I do right now, I still have a lot of hours free. So the rhythm is gonna be different. So yeah, I'm really curious to see actually how I'm gonna be reacting to that in a sense, because that's gonna be brand new to me. So we'll see how I deal with that. And so yeah, we are planning to. We're gonna be working on multiple projects and stuff like that. But something that we really want to do, Rosie just talked about it like quickly, is volunteering with potentially a website that we found called Walkaway. Do you want to tell us a bit more about it?
Yeah, so I think you have to pay for the website, right? It's like a subscription.
Yeah, it's it's $20 per year. No, it's nothing.
But basically, it's a website where it, I guess a bit like Airbnb, in that people have their own page and their own, they can talk about themselves and their photographs and things. But it's basically people all around the world, so even in Europe and America and everywhere, offer opportunities to volunteer. Sometimes it's paid, sometimes you might have accommodation included or food included, sometimes nothing at all, and you just go to a school Monday to Friday for 2 hours a day to help or whatever it is. But there's lots of different opportunities and different things you can do. So you can go and help in a farm, you can go and help babysit in a family, you can go to a school, you can go to a hotel, you can go to a hostel, you can, like, anything and everything where somebody might want help, even like a family to help babysitting or help with doing dishes and housework, whatever it is. But for example, yeah, you can go and live with a family for a month where you get free food and accommodation and you have to help with the kids and food. Or you go to a hotel and you have to give tours around the local neighbourhood for the tourists. Or you go to a yoga retreat and you have to serve breakfast in the mornings and you get food and accommodation and things, like whatever it is. But it's a really great way to get to know the culture and the local people and feel a little bit immersed, rather than just being a tourist staying in a posh hotel. You're actually living with people and seeing their everyday life and seeing how they go about things, whether that is work or family or traditions and cultures and things. It's also obviously really affordable, because if you especially go somewhere where it's free food and accommodation, that's amazing, because I think especially you only work like 4 hours a day. So for 4 hours a day, say if you work 8 till 12, you'd have the rest of the day to do what you want. So it'd be good to do that and have the afternoons, for example, doing our own projects like the podcast and YouTube and whatever else. But yeah, it's just a really great way to feel immersed in the culture and with the people and do something a little bit different that's not kind of, like I said, stay in a hotel.
Yeah, there are like so many things you can do. You can go for like fruit picking to babysitting to helping someone build a website or promoting it on the social media.
That was it, yeah, with hotels and things. You can help do the website or photos and videos, or
you could be a guide as well and take people on a hike, or like a lot of random things. So really, like you can find something that you will enjoy doing. You don't have to be like a servant and just like clean the floor. You could do that, but you can also do many things. And most of the time you can get accommodation, food for free in exchange of like 4 or 5 hours of work, which, again, it's a good way to save money. It's a good way to meet people, to be with locals and experience something pretty unique that you won't experience if you're, staying in a resort at all. So that's something we are really curious about and excited about.
I think the main thing for me is seeing the culture of it, like the behind the scenes of if it's somebody's birthday, how do they celebrate that, or how do they do a family meal at the weekend, or
personally I'm more attracted by staying with families than helping a hostel, because helping a hostel would be, I don't know.
But I think you'll just have lots of different options. Like,
Yeah,
I kind of think it would be good to do different things. So spend 1 month at a school, 1 month at a hotel, 1 month at a farm, 1 month in a family, 1 month, like, change it up every single time so that you're not just doing this, like, babysitting for 6 months of the year. Like, try and change it up every time. I think that's where you're kind of going to learn a lot as well, because you'll learn things about the hostel industry that you didn't know before.
Yeah.
And it's just, I kind of feel like the more that you do that's different, the more you'll learn and take back somehow. So yeah, it's going to be.
So yeah, that's something that we are really excited about. So yeah, we're gonna be diving into it and doing more research when we actually. Now, right now, if you go on a website, everything is kind of on hold because all the volunteering opportunities are suspended because of COVID. So there's no point to make any research or whatever. But basically, like, you have like an offer, you can apply for volunteering, you tell them what you're about and stuff like that, and they can approve you or not. So it's a bit like Airbnb in a sense, you know. But yeah, right now it's kind of on pause, so you can't really look at it.
I think it's going to be interesting as well. So I think with the visas, you can get 3 months in most places. So I think India is 3 months. So it'd be really interesting to do kind of 2 or 3 weeks here, have 2 or 3 weeks off, and then 2 or 3 weeks at another volunteer place. I kind of do, 2 months out of the 3 volunteering somewhere to really deep dive into the culture, but then also have a month off of sightseeing, sunbathing, yoga, whatever it is. So try and do that in every country. So have 3 months there and try and do different things while we're there, whether it's 2 or 3 weeks or 2 months maybe or whatever it is. But like, we're not just going to have a week in India, a week here, a week there. Like, really.
Yeah, we are planning to take it slow.
Yeah.
That's why we are not also trying to plan precisely our itinerary or stuff like that, because we want to enjoy it. We know we have time, and if we fall in love with the place and stuff like that, and we want to stay a bit longer, like we will. So we're not gonna be like booking all our flights or all our things like too much, because we want to have the flexibility and the freedom to, do what we want. So let's talk about what we're planning to do. You can start.
Oh my god, so much. So YouTube is probably my main one. I've talked about this before, but I started 5 years ago, uploaded a video, freaked out, deleted it. Did a couple when I moved to Miami, but then some friends mocked me for it, so I kind of stopped and freaked out, and again, didn't want people judging me for doing YouTube. Anyway, I eventually started properly in January 2020, so I spent the whole year doing YouTube and publishing 3 videos a week, which has been hard work, but it has been so much fun. It's a thing that I really enjoy doing, because it's nice to be creative and talk about different things and do different videos, and it's just, I don't know, I've just really enjoyed it. So that for me is going to be one of my main things I want to do in terms of travel content. So if we stay in a hotel, okay, do a video for the hotel maybe. I'm going to do the videos anyway, so, have a hotel tour or like talk about different charities like I was saying before, or different places that we go to, and try and give tips and like advice in terms of where we go. But also I would love to be monetized on YouTube. I'm currently at 433 subscribers, so I'm going to leave my link in the description. Please go over and subscribe. Every single time I get a subscriber, I literally do a happy dance. So I just need 1,000 subscribers and a couple more watch hours, and I'll get monetized, which means that every day and week or month you'll get money from YouTube from the ads that they play in front of the videos. So I know this is kind of a long game. It's not something you just upload a video and get paid the next day, but I'm hoping that by the time we leave, I'll start making some sort of income from that. I have no idea if it's going to be a lot or not, and I would love to use that platform to, like I said, get paid from the AdSense, but also maybe start working with hotels or
Brands,
yeah, but what's the other thing, like
affiliate marketing?
No, tourism boards, places like that. So like, okay, Tibet is going to pay you to go and spend 2 weeks in Tibet and document what you do there. Like, that would be incredible. That would be my dream. So that would be amazing. Affiliate links, yes. So anytime we stay somewhere, you can link to the Airbnb, or you can link to the dress that I'm wearing or the camera that I'm using, whatever it is. That's been quite interesting this year to see it grow. So I've not earned a lot of money. I would say probably $100 roughly.
Yeah.
$100 in a year from somebody having
not
400.
even a year. You started a few months ago.
Yeah,
now,
6 months maybe.
Yeah.
So it's not a crazy amount of money, but it is just something that trickles in every now and then. So that's quite nice. But yeah, YouTube is definitely the main one for me. The other thing, so I sell things on Etsy. It's literally just, you know, the highlight covers on Instagram accounts. So I sell some for dog people, for dog accounts, and that's doing quite well. I make around $50 a month from that. I think that could maybe grow more. We'll see. Might just carry on.
It's just an easy passive income anyway.
But even, yeah, I spent like 2 days doing it, and now I get $50 a month from that continuously coming in. And I think that's what we'd like to do, is have maybe 10 different places where you get $100 each or $200 each, whatever it is, but have different streams of income where you don't have to do much for it just to come in. So Etsy, presets as well. So I sell presets, which are photo filters, filters for your photo, for dogs. And I also want to do my travel ones, probably spend some more time on that, actually putting that together and making that more accessible and easier to buy. And obviously working with brands, like we said, with hotels and companies. But the other one I want to do is my dog photography program. So I have been a dog photographer for 2 years, and last year I kind of toyed with the idea of creating a program to sell to people so that they could be dog photographers as well, because for me, I've always had shitty jobs just to pay the way, like Subway and working in shops and like crappy jobs that I really didn't enjoy. And then moving to Miami was where I could finally just do whatever it was I wanted to do, and photography was the thing that I turned to. Somehow fell into dog photography and absolutely loved it. It's just so much fun, and it actually pays quite well, and I've been able to save some money from it and just do quite well with it. So I really want to teach women primarily how to be dog photographers, and you know, the business behind it, and how to get clients and how much to charge, and you know, actually how to take photographs as well. So I put that together at the end of last year, and I've had one person go through the whole program, and she's starting her company now, which is amazing. I'm so happy for her. It's like, especially from where she started, she had no idea even how to use her camera, and now she's opening a dog photography business, so it's incredible. So I would love to, no, not I would love to, I'm going to, I need to like put it out into the universe. I'm going to sell 3 programs every single month, which again would be just incredible. And yes, it's going to be work in terms of finding clients and doing phone calls, because they get weekly calls as well, and talking about, you know, it is going to be work, but it's going to be something that I'm going to be so happy to do, and so happy to help women doing something fun. And yeah, I can't wait for that. So yeah, I've had one person do it, which is incredible. She's doing really well. I've got a couple more calls lined up, but I'm going to do 3 people per month. I need to say I'm going to do it. Yeah, and obviously the podcast, you can talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna carry on the podcast. Not planning to make money from it. I mean, it's just right now the main way to make money with a podcast is adverts. You know, so when you listen on Spotify or Apple or whatever, you know, at the beginning they were like, oh, this episode is sponsored by blah blah blah. If you take blah blah blah, you're gonna have a better life. And you know, they go on for like 2 minutes, and then again in the middle of the episode, and then again at the end. I hate that personally. So I don't want to do it. It's the best way to make money on a podcast, but I absolutely hate it. I just skip every time. It drives me nuts. So I want to keep the podcast like adverts free, so you don't have to go through that, guys. So yeah, I mean, that would be the easiest way to make money, but I really hate it. So I don't want to go this route. You can also get sponsors. That's something I could consider. You know, like for example, if we travel, I don't know, you could have like a microphone company, you know, sponsoring the podcast, and you say, I don't know, when you post picture on Instagram, you can tag them and stuff like that. That would be something I could consider, but I mean, we'll see anyway. Like, we need to grow the audience, we need to have more listeners for that. So I'm not really bothered by monetizing the podcast. I just want to do it because I enjoy it to do. But yeah, it's going to be super exciting to see, you know, just to interview like really different people with different backgrounds, with different cultures, etc. Like in Southeast Asia. That's going to be, I think, amazing. I'm super excited for that. And anyway, before that, we have tons of people we still want to interview here in Miami or anywhere in the world. We're not planning to stop or to take a break, so you're gonna have your weekly episode as usual. So yeah, podcast is gonna carry on, and we'll see what happens with it. Something else I started this year is I joined forces with two friends, two previous guests actually, Adrian and Denise from Royal Flow, and we've put together an online platform to practice yoga, movement, meditation, so like a Netflix-like platform, but yoga fitness oriented, with also live classes. So we started a few months ago, and we are, planning to grow this platform and get more subscribers and provide good quality content to our subscribers, so we can grow the audience and create a community around it. The idea is not to be competing with like Homestars or all those big brands. It's more like to create a community of people, and it's more like human-centered in a sense. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be really interesting to see what we can create through this platform and see it grow. Also, in a few days, we're going to be starting our yoga teacher training. Rosie and I, we're both doing it.
Oh my god!
So we're going to be starting on Saturday, the 8th of January. And yeah, that's going to be our weekends for the next 11 weeks. So it's a 200-hour yoga teacher training with Adrian and Denise as well from Royal Flow. And yeah, we are super excited for that. I've never planned to become a yoga teacher. Rosie,
I've known it was going to happen.
Yeah, you keep saying
I've been
that.
saying to Jeremy for years, you're going to be a yoga teacher and live in a van. And he's like, yeah, all right. And then now he's doing yoga teacher training. We just need the van. And then I knew this would happen.
Yeah. I'm not doing it to teach, to be honest.
That's why he says.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now, at least. I want to learn for myself, from my own practice, and because also the training is going to be oriented towards like yoga for everyone, making yoga accessible to anyone, without taking into account no matter your physical abilities and stuff like that. Everyone should be able to practice, or your age or whatever. So we're going to be learning a lot, and I think it's going to be super interesting to learn about all that.
Yeah, we're doing like yoga for pregnancy, pre and post pregnancy, yoga for mental health,
Chair yoga.
So people in wheelchairs, for example, yoga for mental health as well. Did I just say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I said that twice.
No, but like for example, Adrian teaches pretty much on a weekly basis on like in a women's shelter or at hospitals. So they help like yoga and meditation. They use yoga and meditation to help people like deal with stress, anxiety, and stuff like that. So that's going to be super interesting to learn about all these sides. It's not going to be like commercial yoga in a sense, It's going to be like how to use yoga to help people's life. So I think that's going to be incredible, and I'm super excited about that. And yeah, potentially we'll be able to use that to generate some income while we go traveling. I don't know. We'll see.
Something I would like to do with it is to post YouTube videos, maybe once a week. I haven't decided if once a week, once every 2 weeks, but do yoga videos, because I know that like when you find a yoga teacher that you like, you kind of stick with them a little bit. So it'd be nice if I become that teacher for somebody else, and I can teach. Maybe we can do it together as well, like yoga. But I also think it'd be amazing to film yoga videos all around the world. So in front of, maybe not in front of the Taj Mahal, but like in front of all these different places, like okay, in the jungle in Thailand, or in this big city in somewhere, in whatever it is. So you can have like the background of us traveling, but also doing yoga. I think that could be really nice. And obviously, I mean, it's something that hopefully will become a habit of mine anyway. So it'll just be filming me doing my yoga practice anyway. So it's not as if it's going to be crazy hard content to do. So That would be nice. And also, again, like we said, when we're volunteering, if we go to a yoga retreat, okay, we'll teach one class of yoga in the morning each or something. So it's something, it's just, again, it's something else to add to our list of things that we can do,
I've got other things in mind, but it's not super clear yet, but I've been doing websites for some friends and some people, so that's something I could do as well, and I enjoy doing actually, especially I like to help people like set up the, like the first website to start a business or stuff like that, so that's something I'm gonna be considering as well. I'm still gonna be doing drone videography, photo and video, but I'm leaning more towards video, I think. I'm learning video editing right now. I'm still trying to grow my Instagram. I started to post on TikTok
I was going to say,
on the 1st of January.
You want to be TikTok famous?
I don't want to be famous, I just want to grow an audience.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I'm going to be working on in 2021 and see how, where that goes, because that's something I can use to collaborate with Rosie, like for when you see an hotel or a tourism board, if they want to get aerial footage of the place or whatever, that's something we'll be able to provide. And also we could use the audience we've been building on social media to sell the exposure basically and to promote the things if we align with it. So that's something that could also be quite interesting. So yeah, this year is going to be about growing the audience to see later how we can make money from it.
Something you enjoy doing as well, you mentioned it a little bit with the websites, but it's helping people solve problems for their business, which I think is what you're doing with Warrior Flow TV as well.
Yeah.
But you have a very analytical mind and you're very good at problem solving, so I think you'd like to work with small businesses and see how they can improve their process or make it better or make it easier or make more money or whatever it is, like help small businesses to succeed in whatever way it is. It doesn't have to necessarily be a website or be coaching or be business advice or financial, like kind of just do everything just to help.
Yeah,
like,
that's something I've got in mind, but it's still buried in my head because also people starting a business don't have much money usually and are careful with what they spend. So it's a tricky area. Honestly, what I would love to do potentially is like find a way to make some passive income somewhere, somehow, and then that would free my time, so I could even help people for free to do what they want. That would be fun. That would be actually amazing. But I'm not there yet. I'll see. But really, like I said before, so I want to take time to pause and see and see what comes up, because who knows, maybe after a while and taking a break, maybe I realized actually I want to go this way and not this way or whatever. So I'm really curious to see what's going to come out of this break. And also I'm super open about anything in a sense that I want to see what's going to happen. Right? In Miami, we've met so many people. And that has been like, this podcast would not exist without the people we met in Miami. Mm. It's because we met people with podcasts and people pushing me and stuff like that. Or, like with Alvi, as we said, like, hey, let's start a podcast together. Like, and we launched the podcast pretty much at the same time. That has been a massive impact. Like, you started YouTube because of the people you met, otherwise we would have not. So I want to see what's going to happen as well, because I'm sure we're going to meet like incredible people while traveling, and I'm convinced that things are going to come out of all those encounters. Just like I know, like even if we leave Miami, we're going to stay in touch with many people in Miami because we're going to be collaborating with each other and helping each other out and stuff like that. And I know that's going to happen again when we're going to be traveling. So I'm really curious and I'm keeping like an open mind about all that, because I know things are going to be happening, opportunities are going to be presenting themselves, and yeah, we'll see. I have no idea what it's going to be like or whatever, but I'm super curious about that.
I think that's the best thing, is that we're just like, we've got ideas that we want to do, but we're not like nothing's set in stone. We still want to learn and meet people, and like we've got the opportunity where we can, like I said, just do nothing for a year or do everything for a year. And like, okay, we're not going to earn money. Okay, we're going to earn lots of money. Like, you know, it's kind of our decision how much work and effort we put into things, or if we just volunteer for a whole year and don't focus on our projects at all. Like, it's completely up to us, and it's amazing that we've got that opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
So
Thing is, I know like I could not do anything for too long anyway.
I say that.
That's the thing, like, no, but that's why I don't worry. I understand, like, some people can be worried about it, like, oh, what if you just waste your money for 1 year and then you have nothing left and whatever. Well, no, it's not. I mean, first, if we spend 1 year traveling and experiencing what we want to experience with locals and everything, it's not going to be a waste. Like, we're going to learn so much from that.
Travel is never wasted money.
Yeah, on the human side, that it won't be wasted anyway. Also, we're not planning to spend all our money. We have a chunk of our money dedicated to that, but we also have some savings that we won't touch. And if anything happens, if we can't realize our dream and we come back, we'll be fine. We won't be living in the street. But I know it. I know us, and I know that. Yeah, I might take a few weeks off, but I'm gonna be bored quickly. So I'll do things just because that's who I am, and same for Rosie. So we're not gonna do nothing for too long, for sure, because it's just not our personality. You know, we need to stay busy. I hate being bored.
Like, we never go on beach holidays.
Yeah,
where you like stay in a hotel for a week. Like, it's
so I know we're gonna be creating things. I really don't worry about it. So after, it's just how long is it gonna take to generate enough income to from whatever it's gonna be to, well, not touch our saving anymore and stuff like that. Because then, if we can manage to do that, that means, you know, that's opening the door to any opportunities. If we can be independent and generate money while traveling, that means we could do that for an unlimited amount of time wherever we're in the world. Obviously, some places are more expensive than the others, but that's really opening so many possibilities, and that's really our dream, to be like totally free, like location free, not relying on a company or whatever, and being independent. And if we want to move for 1 year somewhere, and 6 months then, 6 months then, whatever, later in the future, we would love to do that. So that's what we're going to be working on for the next year or two, and we'll see what we can create. But I'm super optimistic about it. I'm not worried about it. I know some people are, but I'm not, because I know it's going to happen. It might take a bit longer than expected. It's going to be some bumps on the road, but I know we'll make it work. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, it's kind of bittersweet. Like, I'm so sad to leave Miami, like I've said. Like, it's just been incredible for both of us in so many different ways. Like, the people that we've met and the changes that we've made without even realising, just small steps, creates like huge change compared to who we were 3 years ago. So it's going to be so sad to leave. But it's also going to be so incredible to like to go and to travel and to do these things. And who knows, maybe we'll come back. Maybe we'll...
Yeah, I'd love to come back. It's hard to get a visa, but life is long. We're just in our 30s. We're just getting started. So...
It's funny to say that, because a lot of people think that when you're in your 30s, oh God, life's over, your 20s are done.
We still have a lot of years. Like, if you think about it, I mean, if we were 33, but we've actually been living our life for half of that.
Yeah.
You know, you spend, I don't know how many years in diapers, and then at your parents and stuff like that. Right? You actually start doing what you want, you know, early 20s. And when I see how much we grew for the last 3 years, like, I don't know, the next, 7 years, when we're going to be 40, I can't even imagine how much growth that's going to be. Like, and we will still have like tons of years left. You know, like when you're 40, you still have another 40, 50, 60 years to live. Like, I mean, I'm not planning to die at 6 years old. And if I do, I won't have any regret. So, you know, but no, we're just getting started, and yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be stressful. It's gonna be challenging, but I can't wait. Leaving Miami will be sad. We'll cry for sure, but then we're gonna spend time with family and friends and enjoy that, and then it's gonna be adventure, and it's gonna be a new chapter, a new book. Just like moving to Miami was scary, like we sold everything and we came here with like a suitcase each, and yeah, had a job, but we didn't know where we were gonna be living and stuff like that. We didn't know anyone, and we made it. And now we love it. So there's no reason we can't make it again.
I think the best thing is that we've got each other as well. Because we have such a good relationship and we're so tight with each other. We literally spend all our time together anyway. So I think having that support system, having someone by your side the whole time is going to be, incredible. I think doing it on our own, literally one of us on our own, will be 10 times scary. But doing it together, just kind of we've got the other person with us to support us and to take on challenges together. So yeah, bring on 2021. It's going to be crazy.
So yeah, a lot of things are going to be changing. We don't know what's going to happen, but we are super, super excited about it. So yeah, you'll see. You're going to be with us anyway. We're going to take the mics, the camera, everything with us. So you'll be able to follow our journey. We're going to do our best to document the process as well, I'm going to try to document the yoga teacher training, for example, on my social media. Every time I practice yoga, I'm going to post it just to see how, the evolution, and we'll try to document everything as much as we can so you can see the journey and not just the destination. But yeah, that's it. That's all we have for this one. On next week, we are back on normal schedule with a guest, with Eric. He's got an incredible story, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, we will do a special episode again probably before leaving Miami, and also want to celebrate our 1 year podcast anniversary. But yeah, we are super excited about 2021. A lot of new things to come. So stay tuned, follow us on our journey, and I really hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you go and follow me on YouTube. Also share this with somebody else that you might want to listen. Leave us a review, that really helps us out, and we will see you next Wednesday for a brand new episode.
And Happy New Year!
So thank you so much for watching this video. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you back here for a brand new video very, very soon. Bye!
Bye!